Welcome to another week of the AKB48 group news. This week we're going to talk about the AKB48 single that's going to come out. Also, we're going to talk about the Nogizaka46 new lineup that they have for Senbatsu. Also, there's the controversy that's going on between Nogizaka and AKB. There's also the scandal update. And finally, Photobook news. So be sure to watch all the way to the end, and you can always know what section you're on by looking at the top right of the screen. We go in order of 48, graduated, and 46. So let's start with the 48. Now first up, right out of the way, I'm gonna just get rid of some sad news that's going on, and that's with the graduation. And that's Fujie Rena from NMB48 that is going to graduate. Now she has almost 10 years. It's going to be 10 years in May that she joined AKB48. Now, 10 years is not something to scoff at. It's a lot. I mean, 10 years of your life. Can you imagine that? Dedicated to this one group? I mean, the girl started at 17, so from 17 all the way till now, almost 10 years, that's like a third of your life. But she has announced this January 13th with details coming soon. You can go check out the article on AKB48 Daily if you want to read more about it. Which reminds me, links will always be down in the bottom for anything that you're interested in, or if I talk about a video. And another upcoming graduation is with Kojima Haruna. Now we all know she's going to graduate, but there's actually something cool that's happening with it. And that cool thing is actually a TV special that they're going to have for Kojima Haruna on TV Tokyo. And it will be highlighting her graduation trip in Hawaii. And the title of the show is Kojiharu Tabi, and along with her is Minagishi Minami. Now, I wish that Takamina will join them. Crossing my fingers, but all that's released right now is Minagishi Minami, and honestly, I don't know what would happen with that. Although they are the kind of the trio, so fingers crossed again. But anyway, that will happen February 6th, so it's pretty soon, in fact. So be sure to keep your eye out for that. And something else that's on TV is a new commercial for one of the idols. And that's the ever so TV popular Sakura. Now she's in this new TV commercial for Kate Japan, which is a makeup company. And she's doing some sort of eye makeup for the commercial. And it's actually a pretty cool commercial. Again, the link is down below. And you can see her wearing it. And she also like paints the face like looking like a painting. It's actually pretty cool. And what's funny, the makeup is called Metal Glamour Eyes. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh spell card or something. But something that I'm glad because of this is that more members get to be in more commercials. Last year, we saw less of the members being commercials. So hopefully this year, they get revitalized into it. But someone who is always popular is Sashihara Rino. And I think I talked about this a while ago, like maybe in one of my first news of the week. But this is about her being a producer for a voice actress idol group. And this will be from the voice acting school YoAni. She will produce a voice actress idol group from the school, so I don't know if it's graduates or people who are attending the school, but the CD will actually release this summer. Now that's like no wait for a CD. I mean, if she was recruiting a while ago and she's already going to release the CD, I mean, I'd imagine first they want to like, you know, set their name in stone first. But I mean, she is kind of what people call Akipi's successor. So, I mean, if she knows what she's doing, she knows what she's doing. But something I'm excited for is the new AKB48 single, the 47th single, just one more until 48. And there's something interesting with the single. It's not the fact that Kojiharu is actually going to be the center and it's going to be her graduating single. For me, it's the fact that for Type E CD, actually all of the 48 and 46 group will participate in it. So this is SKE, NGT, Nogizaka, Kiyakizaka, AKB, all of them, which will be super interesting to see. I mean, Kiyakizaka is like, I think in fans' minds, like the farthest away from AKB. I mean, they're the sister group of the rival group of AKB, which they're not even the rival group, they're the sister group of them. So I'm kind of hyped for that to see exactly how it shows up. I mean, I know Nogizaka has done stuff with AKB before, like the Nogizaka AKB and the one with Kojima Haruna. We will have to wait to see how it turns out. And that actually relates with other news that comes later in the 46 section. So if you want to hear about that, stay tuned for that. And oh man, are some fans mad about these two news that relate to each other. But that's later on. Right now, let's move on to graduated. And unfortunately, there's only one graduating news that I want to talk about this week, and it's actually with Matsui Rena once again. I feel like it's like 3 weeks or 4 weeks in a row that I talk about her. But the news is she will actually be a lead actress in a comedy movie, and the title of that, get ready, is Waraumanekineko. Now, I spaced that out, but it's supposed to be all together, and it's basically about a manzai duo. Now, if you don't know what a manzai duo, it's actually a comedy duo where one plays a straight man and the other one plays a slapstick. Usually, that's how it is. But she will play one of the stand-up comedians and will actually be part of the main comedy group. The prequel will actually come out in March, and the actual movie will come out April 29th. And something I noticed in the previews for this is actually her hair is blonde for this. So maybe that's the reason why she dyed her hair blonde a while ago. And I mean, immediately she turned it back to black, so it might have been for this. But I can't wait for this. I mean, I know she's done other comedy roles before, so I'm super interested to see how it is and see how her acting skills fare up to her other comedy roles. And as I said before, that's it for Graduated. 46th time. And the first bit of news is about the Nogizaka 3nin no principle. Now, I finally figured out why it's 3nin. At first, I was wondering why they called it that. Then I thought it was because they're third generation. And now I know it's because it's 3 of the people that are going to act. And those 3 people I will announce right now. First up is Yamashita Mizuki, then is Kubo Shiori, then is Sakaguchi Tamami. Now, these are the 3 people that were actually in the first day of the stage play. But I mean, during the events, they performed songs and they appealed to the audience and they showed their hobbies and talents and all the regular stuff that they do in these principles. I'm super interested to see something out of this and, you know, see like a full day of how it went. They've done it before with Nogizaka before, so I want to see how it turns out. You can see down in the link below a summary kind of what happened. Now, next up, I have quick news about the photobook stuff. The first quick bit of news is actually that Saito Asuka first photobook has actually sold 58,000 copies in 1 week. More specifically, it's 58,215 copies sold, which means it's first on Oricon and first on many other charts, I imagine. Now, that's a lot of copies, and Saito Asuka is actually getting really popular recently, so I mean, this is just great news for her. Another bit of news that I want to talk about is about Hashimoto Naname's photobook, which will actually be in New York, and it will be titled 2017, which I kind of don't know why they called it 2017. Maybe they could have said something with goodbye, or see you later, or sayonara. But again, it's called 2017, and it was photographed in New York, which is pretty cool. I might pick this up, in fact. And Instagram and Twitter accounts have been released for that. Links will be down below. And a Twitter account has been released for Manatsu's photobook as well. That will also be in the link below. And before we get to the controversial news, I want to talk about Nogizaka46's 17th Senbatsu lineup. Now, I'm going to run off the list of some of the events that happened thanks to this lineup. First up is that Shinichi actually got there the second time. Ranze is actually there the first time, which kind of surprised me. I kind of expected a different member in the Undergirls to be moved up. We have Kitano in there for the third time. Solid member, I think. Yuri's in there since the 12th single, so that's like 5 singles ago. So great for her. Then we have Higuchi, who hasn't been there since the 8th single. Again, that's a while already. Then we have Nakada, who hasn't been in there since 6th single. I mean, can you imagine being an Undergirl for that long after you went Senbatsu in the beginning? I mean, to come all the way back around and be in Senbatsu this time is pretty cool. We have Kazumi, Ikuma, and Ikuta, who are in the second row and not in the first row like last single. But reverse of that, we have Misa and Akimoto, who are actually in first row and not second row. Hopefully this means good news for that Misa photobook that I wish would happen. And also Hori's in first row and not in second row like she usually is, which is pretty cool. She hasn't been there for a while, I think. And the biggest news of all is that it's a W center once again. Still don't know why they call it W. Why don't you just say double? I mean, W kind of sounds like double, but it's a little different. And the double center is again with the same members as last time, which is Nishino Nanase and Shirai Shimai. So with this, there are 4 new people in the Senbatsu, and no one else is out of Senbatsu because Hime-tan actually is taking a break for this single, as I talked about last week. So enough of that, let's go to controversial news. Now, something that happened recently is that Nogizaka46 actually sung an AKB song for a commercial, and that was for Heavy Rotation, which is arguably one of the more popular songs. And the brand was actually for a business suit brand. I mean, if you want to get attention for your brand, I mean, controversy is kind of the fastest way to do it. And by getting a rival group to sing the other rival group song in the most popular female idol group category, then I mean, you're kind of going to get attention. And I mean, even though it's weird for Nogizaka to sing an AKB song, I mean, they could have sung a Hyakizaka song, and I mean, if you want an AKB song sung, get AKB. I mean, they are there. But again, I think this was for attention more than it was for kind of getting Nogizaka to do this for them. And I mean, if you look on Twitter, some people are mad about this. Some people are like, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's all over the place right now and people don't know what to think. But I think this is something you shouldn't overthink. I think this is just business as it goes. Next up, we have something about Maya. Now, recently there was a photo that came out. If you remember last week, I talked about the Rodi scandal. And this time, Maya was in one of the photos. So, Maya will actually talk about this during a handshake event, February 5th, which is pretty soon again. So, I mean, we have to wait and see. Maybe it was just a random guy that was walking by. Maybe it's just a friend because, you know, people can't have friends apparently. But hopefully this all clears up. And I mean, if she's going to come out and say something, it might be something good or to like lighten up the situation. And hopefully it's not bad. And last is about an article that Bunshun released. Now, Bunshun is pretty popular for doing scandal-related stuff. And, I mean, they released something recently that talked about the Nogizaka46 girls. And that's that over 20-year-olds can date. It's just that they need to be cautious about it. If they get caught, it's their own fault. And, I mean, I kind of think this is a good thing for them to do because, I mean, they do have fans. They need to be cautious of that. And also the guys could get in trouble who they're dating. But I feel like they're adults already. They could kind of make their own decisions. And this is one of them, which is kind of where the Maya thing gets all twisty and turny because she's not 20 yet. But this makes me wonder how many of the girls are actually in a relationship. And does that actually affect your likeness to them? I've always been curious to see why people de-Oshi people after this kind of news comes out. So let me know down in the comments below if your favorite member actually was dating someone, how you would react, and would you give up on them or would you keep on fighting for them? But that'll do it for the news this week. Be sure to check out last week and subscribe to keep up to date. Remember, this Thursday there's a variety video coming out, so keep your eye out for that. And later today I will actually be on 48 Talk, so be sure to watch that when it comes out. So that's it. Leave down in the comments your thoughts about what I talked about. And as always, thank you all for watching.